In this section, we continue working on the main page. We will start adding our buttons. We will begin by adding the projector button that will go on the top border that says Send to Audience. Open the Buttons folder in the Smart Graphics Control browser, then drag a button onto the page near the Send to Audience border. We will make the top 147 and the left 11. This appears a little high, so we will click on the button and use the down arrow to move it down. Now that looks better, and we can start to set up the width and height. Set the width to 147 and the height to 53. Click on the button and move it up by clicking on the arrow once. Inside the button, we need to add some text and an icon. We will do the text first. In the property grid of the button, click the 3 dots on the label line. The text should be projector, and the font size should be 20. Press OK. The button style property shows standard common button, and that is what we want. Expand the icon style property. From the drop-down on Style, select Icons SM. In the drop-down, for the icon type, select Use Styles State. On the icon state drop-down, hover over the list and then press the P key on the keyboard. That will move the list down to the first line that begins with a P. Scroll down to the projector icon and select it. Notice how the icon is above the text. We want the icon next to the text. Change the horizontal text alignment to left to accomplish this. This shows that the font size we chose is too big. Click on the 3 dots on the label line and highlight the word projector and change the font size to 18. Still a little too large, we can try 16. Since this button needs to communicate with the control program, we need to assign a Press Digital Join. We will use 20. Notice that the blue 20 in the lower right-hand corner of the button indicates a digital join of 20. We will move to the next border down and begin by changing the text to Select Activity. Click on the text and then click on the 3 dots next to the label property. Change the text. Inside this border object, we will add a group of buttons. This time, we will use a Smart Object. Smart Objects are groups of items that we can import into Simple Windows as a single object. When the touch panel project is completed, a .sgd file will be generated, and that file is linked in Simple Windows to import all the smart objects. We want to move to the next border down and begin by changing the text to Select Activity. We want the vertical tab button Smart Object. Click and drag it up to the Select Activity border. When it is brought over, you can see that it has 3 objects called tabs already defined. The first thing we want to do is expand the number of tabs to 7 by double-clicking the Number of Tabs property and entering 7. There are 2 items you must define for every smart object. It must have an object name. Name this smart object Select Activity. That name will show up in Simple Windows when the .sgd file is imported and can be used to identify this object. The next thing smart objects need is a smart object ID. We will set this to 10. Without these items defined, this smart object will not generate a definition at compile time, and thusly, will not be able to be used in Simple Windows. The green 10 in the lower right-hand corner of the smart object shows the ID we just assigned. We will continue by setting the position and size of this object. Start with the width and height by setting the width to 156 and the height to 371. We can start with the top at 253 and the left at 6, and adjust it if we need to. No adjustment is needed, as this does look like a good alignment. We need to add text and icons to each tab of the Smart Object. We will begin by selecting the Icon Style property. Set that to Icons SM from the drop-down list. This is the same icon library we used on the projector button. We will also set the text alignment to left as we did on the projector button. Expand the Tab 1 property so that we can add some text to the label field by clicking on the 3 dots. Make this label Document Camera. Next, we will add an icon by expanding the icon style and selecting Use Styles State from the list. We will set the icon state to Document Camera from the drop-down list. Looking at this first tab, we can see the text looks different than the text used on the projector button. If we look at the label on the projector button, we can see that the size is 16. We will go back into the tab's label and make the font size 16. Do this by clicking on the three dots on the label field, highlighting all the text, and setting the font size to 16. We need to set the label and icon for tabs 2 through 7. We will start by expanding the remaining tabs starting at the bottom. Tab 2 will get Laptop as the label. Tab 3 will be DirecTV. Tab 4 will be Blu-ray 1. Tab 5 will be Blu-ray 2. Tab 6 will be Shades, and Tab 7 will be Weather. We will set the icons next. For Tab 2, set the icon to Use Style State, and set the icon style to the laptop icon. Remember, you can hover over the icon list and then press L on the keyboard to rapidly move to the first icon name that begins with L. Then, scroll down to Laptop and select it. Follow the same steps for DirecTV. Since there are two Blu-rays, we can set up the first icon and copy that information to the second Blu-ray tab. Set the icon for Tab 4 to the Blu-ray icon. Since Tab 5 will have the same icon, we can copy from Tab 4 to Tab 5. Right-click on Tab 4 icon type and select the Copy option from the pop-up menu. Right-click on the Tab 5 icon type and select Paste from the pop-up menu. That will copy the icon type and icon state from Tab 4 to Tab 5. For Tab 6, set the icon type to Use Style State and the icon state to the Shades icon. Set the icon in the same way for Tab 6 as the Weather icon. Notice as you scroll through the icon list, the first tab and the current tab will show the same icon. This is a feature that is very useful when the entire object may not be visible on the screen. That completed the Select Activity Smart Object.